Hello, my name is Olamide Elegbe and I am a creative director and designer of AM Bridals by Anike Midele. And I decided to do bridal design recently, but I have a background in fashion design and textiles. That's over 10 years of working in fashion and design. When I was a child, I've always been drawing and doodling and mostly concentrating on drawing clothes for my mother to wear to work, to parties, instead of doing maths homework. I went to Central St. Martin's in the UK, which is the best fashion college in the world. And people like Alexander McQueen, Richard Nicol, Stella McCartney, amongst a few, went there, and I went there as well. So I've always been passionate about fashion, about clothes, about textiles, about print. I didn't know how to sew when I started, nobody does. So learning how to work with other people and manage stuff is very important in this fashion industry. So after my fashion collection was on the runway, and after many nights of not sleeping and, bloody fingers from, the pin and the needles hitting your hand, I actually didn't know what to do, because as much as I went to fashion school, it doesn't prepare you for the world. You try to get a job in fashion and it's hard. You take your portfolio, you show people, and yes, they want to employ you, but fashion, most people don't want to pay for your skills. So I decided to do things on my own and for myself. I started from my bedroom, and in my bedroom you'll see a sewing machine, you'll see needles, you see fabrics, you see mannequins, and then a bed that I barely sleep at because I'm mostly on the sewing machine. And then from there we moved to my mom's PQ because I have to work with other staff and other tailors, so we needed a bigger space. And it's not as big as my bedroom, it's actually smaller. And then every day we work there, we start with one machine, then we had to add the butterfly machine because in Nigeria we have power issues and NEPA issues, so when there's no light you will see me tapping. But then I found that the quality that you get from using the butterfly machine is not as good as an industrial machine, so I decided to get an industrial machine, and then that's how we started producing international standard worth of clothes. I started with one tailor, and then working with tailors and artisans is not the most easiest thing in the world. I kept stopping and starting for the last 2 years because of the staffing issues, because of resources, because of the materials that I would normally use when I was studying abroad wasn't available here in Nigeria. Other issues that I have also is finding the right kind of quality materials to create wedding dresses. So I've had to import a lot of stuff to get it to that international standard so I can please my customers. And brides are very demanding and they have different tastes, so you have to do everything possible to please the client. I did the Wedding Expo recently in April, and you have to pay to exhibit and it's a big expense. So I used the opportunity to meet people, to gain a clientele, to get people to register, to expand my business, to meet other people that are in the industry. And actually that's how I'm doing this interview today. A lot of people want good quality things but not necessarily want to pay for it. So I've had to learn how to be more persuasive and convince people why that I justify the price of my dress. I used to work part-time as a sales assistant in a shop. So I used to actually model for my fellow students, and then I had loads of people in fashion that said, "Oh, you look like a model, do you want to wear this?" I used to do runway, I used to do fit modeling, I used to do hat modeling as well for any designer, and any little change that I would get, I used to use it to fund my creativity, to fund my business. I think you need a few coins in your pocket before you start your dream. You don't need ₦1 million or 300 million naira to start a business. And also as a woman, we have many skills that we can use, many caps. We multitask. You start off small and then grow big. Start with your friends, start with your sisters, start with your neighbors. If you're a designer, wear your own clothes. And that's how you should use your skill and then advertise yourself. I would say as my final word, don't give up, don't be discouraged. You learn and you grow. You make a mistake today, you learn from it tomorrow. Everything's an experience. At the point when you really want to give up, that you're tired and you're broke, don't give up. Continue, because that's actually your breakthrough. That's your breaking point.